Poland's defense minister, Mariusz Błaszczak, has confirmed the country's plans to buy as many as 250 M1A2 Abrams SEPv3 main battle tanks, MBTs. The new tanks will replace the country's aging arsenal of T-72 and PT-91 tanks. As per Polish officials, the first M1A2 shipments are scheduled to be delivered to the Polish military as early as 2022. Reuters reported that the contract is $6 billion and includes an additional logistics and training package that's focused on infrastructure upgrades and ammunition procurements. This is a significant development for the country and has an impact beyond Poland's border. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why Poland is acquiring 250 M1A2 Abrams SEPv3 main battle tanks from the U.S. Let's get into the details. This video is sponsored by the free-to-play military vehicle combat game War Thunder. We talk a lot about military vehicles on this channel, but what about trying them out for yourself? In War Thunder, you can choose from more than 1,200 playable vehicles from the 1930s to the 1990s and go to battle on more than 80 theaters of war. You can fly aircraft, helicopters, drive tanks, and command ships of all types and sizes, which have been carefully recreated from their real-world counterparts. It's available as a free download on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. So grab your friends and give it a try. All viewers of Defense Updates that register using the link in the description below will also get a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship and 3 days of premium account time as a bonus. In general, the announcement and commentary regarding major military purchases is expressed diplomatically. But this is not the case here. Błaszczak openly stated the reason behind Poland's MBT purchase. Of course, this is a response to the challenges we face in terms of international security. Our task is to deter a potential aggressor. We all know where that aggressor is, clearly indicating the threat from Russia. Not only did Błaszczak cite a specific rival, but also identified a particular Russian asset. So we're ordering the most modern tanks, tanks available in the best equipped version, tanks that are combat proven, tanks that were constructed to counter the most modern Russian T14Armata tanks. T14Armata tanks are currently available in very low numbers, but could see a significant increase in the coming days. Abram was first introduced in 1980 to replace the M60 main battle tank, which was introduced in 1960. It was significantly more potent than the M60 and featured many top-of-the-line components, like a fire control system that allowed up to 90% accuracy at ranges of 2,000 meters. The tank was technologically well ahead of most other tanks of its era. The U.S. military has kept on upgrading the tank to maintain its edge. For example, in 1986, the tank received a more powerful 120mm German-engineered main gun, and in 1988, it got a layer of depleted uranium armor to increase protection. These upgrades were provided to Abrams so that it could dominate the Soviet tanks and repel any armored thrust. This helped Abrams tanks roll over enemy tanks in Afghanistan and Iraq. Abrams was designed so that it could accommodate new enhancements. This kind of forward thinking has enabled it to absorb new technologies. The M1A2 Abrams SEPv3 has added several features. Here's a brief overview. 1. It now includes an ammunition data link. With this link, the tank crew can set a distance at which a shell will explode. So if a building is targeted, then the shell will explode inside the building instead of exploding after it's flown through it. This will enhance the precision of the hit. Destruction will be inflicted at the correct place and limit unintended damage. 2. M1A2 SEPv3 has added a better infrared sight. Infrared sights basically enhance the night finding ability, and with this improvement, the new variant will be better equipped for twilight missions. 3. The remotely operated 50 caliber machine gun will now be positioned at a comparatively lower height, enabling better targeting position. 4. M1A2 SEPv3 has an auxiliary power unit, APU. This will allow the tank to keep running communications and sensors and maintain battlefield awareness without having to use its powerful 1,500 horsepower gas turbine engine. The engine is known to use a lot of fuel, and it's also a target for infrared homing weapons. 5. It also adds passive armor, which will improve the tank's ability to survive when hit with the latest anti-tank weapons. 6. New Explosive Reactive Armor (ERA) packages, known as the Abrams Reactive Armor Tile (ARIT), is deployed. ERA basically works by placing tiles that have explosives. When an incoming projectile hits them, they explode outward and explosive power of the projectile is deflected. These tiles are fitted on specific portions of a tank. 7. The most important upgrade will certainly be the addition of the Trophy Active Protection System, APS. Israeli-made Trophy will be fitted on the side of the M1A2 SEPv3. Active or hard kill protection systems consist of sensors that are capable of detecting and tracking incoming anti-tank projectiles. After that, the targeted tank launches an interceptor projectile to shoot the incoming round. This is different from the soft kill approach, which involves jamming the projectile's guidance or confusing them. In 2017, Colonel Glenn Dean, a project manager at the Army's Redstone Arsenal, had told Military.com that he tried to kill the Abrams tank 48 times and failed. Apart from the T-72 and PT-91 tanks that the new Abrams tanks will replace, Poland has about 250 German-made Leopard 2A4 and A5 main battle tanks, which are reasonably modern. The addition of 250 Abrams M1A2 SEPv3 will make Poland's military one of the most powerful tank forces in Europe. In January this year, the Polish military conducted a massive simulated war game against Russia's Western Military District named Winter 20. While the intricate details are classified, the outcome was demoralizing for Poland. As per reports, Poland was not able to defend against the Russian assault for more than 5 days. While some of the reports published about Winter 20 seem to be propaganda, it's apparent that Poland is at a disadvantage and there's a need to take corrective steps. The addition of 250 Abrams M1A2 SEPv3 is a move in the right direction.